Started.
Here's the thing. We got less than 5 years to stop them. We'll never have another chance. Agenda 2030 isn't some conspiracy theory. It's written down and it's written in their words. They come right out and they tell us exactly what they're going to do. It's a one world government, one world cashless currency, one world central bank, one world military, social credit scores that the government can use to turn off your bank account. Vietnam just deleted 86 million bank accounts of people who refused to get their digital ID. They just deleted them. Wonder where that money went. If you're not paying attention, you probably don't know that England is putting people in prison for social media posts like memes and fucking comments. This is the trajectory that we're headed. Dude just got put in federal prison in England for saying that he didn't want his tax dollars prioritizing illegal immigrants instead of being used for the betterment of his own countrymen. Listen, if you don't start standing up and saying something like I am, this will be the end of national sovereignty. It will be the end of privately owned property. They're literally telling people in other countries that if you don't accept digital IDs, you're going to be excluded from society. That's what they're telling them. That means they won't allow you to board a train, to get on a plane, to go to work. They won't allow you to do the things that you would normally do if you don't accept their digital ID. I'm telling you that they won't allow you to pay your fucking mortgage without providing them a digital ID number. They'll take away your home for non-compliance. They'll disallow or remove your children from school. This isn't a joke. This is what's happening right now. We have less than 5 years to do something about it. If you don't recognize how serious this is, you're not paying attention. This is what they're doing. They won't allow you to register your cars. They'll turn you away from medical care. And they'll do all this while they're telling you that you're not being forced to do anything. It's your choice, right? Like it was your choice 5 years ago with the jab. Remember that? This is how they institute the new normal. This is how they end the family unit. This is how they force mandatory schmaccinations. This is how they introduce universal basic income. This is how they introduce microchipping, a global credit system. This is what they want. This is what they're building right now. And they're coming right out and they're telling you thousands of 5G towers, the end of private transportation, the end of private farms, businesses run by the government, travel restrictions, restricted land use. You think this is far-fetched? Take a look around and wake the fuck up. They already tested it in 2020 with the lockdowns, restrictions, fear campaigns, government-run media. And most people complied without a second thought. That was the dress rehearsal. That was the warm-up round. 2030 is their final act. But here's the thing. It was all supposed to go down in 2015, but they missed their deadline. So they pushed it back to 2020, and they missed that too. And what does that tell you? See, it tells me that we're much more fierce of an opponent than they ever realized. They didn't account for level-headed, logical thinking, like-minded brothers like us to dig our heels in and say, fuck you. But it's not good enough. And their efforts will only get more aggressive, more pronounced, and more relentlessly egregious towards dissenters. And here's the truth. If we don't fight back now, if we don't raise our voices, if we don't refuse to comply, if we don't build strength and unity in our own communities, then when the curtain drops, it's over. We won't get another chance. This is bigger than politics. This is about freedom. This is about sovereignty. This is about whether your kid and your grandkids get to live free or as digital slaves in a system that is designed to own them. Here's a
Hey, Angela, long time no see. How have you been? Start off with.
Good. I've been good, thank you. How have you been?
Oh, getting old. Let me change the screen here since I find the right button for that. Huh. Anyways, so you came on about the blue thing, but talk a little bit about this Agenda 2030. It was supposed to happen sooner.
Yeah, apparently they keep missing their deadlines because they don't expect us to be as resilient or educated or resourceful as we have been. So they keep missing their deadlines on that.
Yeah. Do you think Trump has stopped it, right?
I think that there are two. There's not one single head to the snake. There's like a small conglomerate of people that are in charge of all of this, and if one of them betrays the others, they'll betray that one, and there's not really one head of the snake to cut off here. So um,
Well, you
I
heard about
have
Bill
faith.
Gates is going to be arrested, right?
I'll
They're
believe
trying
that
to.
when I see it. I hope so. I hope they get Bill Gates and
Fauci.
Fauci. Yeah,
So
it's fine. Fauci lied to Congress. They should definitely get him.
no, they've been putting a lot of stuff in our stuff, especially the vaccines. I don't know if you want to say anything about it, but your son has been harmed by a vaccine, right?
Yeah, his 9 month and 12 month shots, and we didn't catch it till he was almost 2.
And what were those shots? Which ones are those?
It was the DTaP and the MMR.
I'm not even sure what they do.
Um, I don't know exactly what they do either. I I know that he used to be like when you would call his name, he would look at you and come to you and everything. And he was just a very um, social little boy. I mean, like from the time he was 4 or 5 months old, he was used to being the center of attention everywhere we went. And if you had the gall to walk past us in the grocery store without acknowledging him, he doesn't care if you're a total stranger. He would grab you, make you acknowledge him.
Really
And
wanted attention type
when he
thing?
got his nine, huh?
He wanted
He wanted
attention?
everybody. He wanted everybody to say hi to him.
Oh,
And if
really?
you walk by him without saying hi, he would grab you and make you say hi.
Oh.
And he was like 5 months old doing that. So he got his 9 month shots, and we did a cross country trip right after his shots, and it was just the timing. It was time for his shots, and we still had the trip planned. So it wasn't that we did it that way on purpose. But when we got back from the trip, all of a sudden he doesn't let people that he's grown up around anywhere near him. He would beat the crap out of anybody but me and my husband that even tried to go near him or touch him. He would start screaming at everybody.
Hmm.
And the doctor dismissed that as stranger danger.
What's
She
that
said
mean?
all babies at 9 months old, they cling to their parents more and they're afraid of strangers. And anytime somebody tries to talk to them, they try to hide behind their parents and stuff like that. And that's not what this was. He was beating the crap out of his grandmother, you know,
Oh, he has
for
violent incidents.
Well, he only did that because she was trying to get him to come to her, and he wouldn't come to her. I see, and I, you know how moms are. We don't take nothing from our kids. we don't.
Yeah.
We don't tolerate. I'm like, get over here, and so I went over and picked him up and put him in her lap, and he beat the crap out of her trying to get away from her. Her hair was all messed up and stuff, and I'm like, wow, he doesn't want. Yeah, I mean, he would throw a fit if anybody got near him, and I'm like, this isn't stranger danger. This is family danger. That
Um,
he's
has
not
he
being.
overcome that?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got
So,
him about 95% recovered on everything. We went through a lot, but we got him recovered. And we used a lot of unconventional things that nobody else talks about, but we got him recovered.
natural food type stuff and detoxing and
There was a specific item that helped us tremendously and is a life changer, but nobody talks about giving it to kids because technically it's not supposed to be for kids, but we only started him out with like 5 drops of it. Um, there's a specific type of CBD called social CBD, and it's a website.
is that
We use
marijuana type thing?
It's THC free, so you can't get high from it.
Oh, I
But
I
we
don't
started him on it
understand
when he
the
was like
timeline about it.
5. Well, there's THC that you can get high from. Well, the THC is what gets you high in medicinal marijuana. The
Hmm.
THC is what gets you high in marijuana. So we put him on this. It's social CBD. It's the actual name of the product. I think you can go to socialcbd.com. It's the 1,000 milligram peppermint that we put him on. He was nonverbal. Um, he was nonverbal. He was extremely anxious all the time. And we started him out. He was 5 years old. We started him out with 5 drops under his
Hmm.
tongue for 30 seconds. And we made it a whole big deal about it, doing the countdown 5, 4, 3, swallow. We made a whole big deal about it. It was a big game and everything. We did it in the
Yeah.
morning and then before bed. And within like 10 months later, he was reading out loud. Well, I mean, he was reading out loud this is some of the timing
Well,
is
I
messed
know
up,
you're
but
homeschooling.
yeah, we've been homeschooling him since he was 5 months old, and this is how we know that the vaccines injured him is because he he was talking before his shots. He was talking like his. You start talking around the first birthday, and
Hmm.
uh, when he was 14 months old, he got his shots a little bit after his first birthday, and he was walking and everything at 14 months old and talking and stuff. He would um, right before he turned 3, he started reading out loud. um, we put him on this reading program called Your Baby Can Read when he was 5 months old, and we put him in his walker and put him in front of that. It's 4 videos, 20 minutes each. Then use one video for 1 month, and you rotate them 1, 2, 3, 4, and you go through them, and then you start over. And he taught himself how to read before he turned 3. Right before he turned 3, we're in Kmart, and he starts reading everything I put in the cart. He pointed something on the shelf and said, "Mommy, that says Clorox," you know. And it was right
Oh,
before he turned 3, and
surprised you
we
could
had
pronounce it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
Clorox,
he started having the
CHL, Clorox.
behavior issues once he got the jabs, right?
Right. He got his MMR vaccine at 12 months, and we didn't catch anything until right before his second birthday when he quit eating.
Oh,
He quit eating almost everything, and he started. I mean, he was eating everything. My husband's Mexican. He was eating jalapenos. He was eating everything.
yeah.
Um, and so he went to almost eating nothing, and he went to not making eye contact, and he went to knowing what he wanted to say, and instead of saying, "Mommy, I want the giant cereal," because it said giant on the side of it, the big box of
Hmm.
Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. He would point to it, and he knew what he was going to say, but the connection between his brain and the words was gone. Yeah,
Hmm.
he lost access to that. We had to find ways to rebuild it. We put him on. Um, we researched different
Hey,
supplements
John.
and put him on different supplements, and I have the whole protocol written down somewhere that we used for him to recover him. But we've got him with
Hi,
everything we
Wolf.
did. The social CBD we
Hey,
didn't do
Tammy.
till he was like 5. Did that so he could relax enough to do ABA therapy.
What's ABA
So
therapy?
um, applied behavioral analysis.
Oh, okay.
And you have to have an autism diagnosis to
A-
get that because insurance doesn't cover without it. So a lot of kids that when you see the autism rates are going up, the actual rates of autism aren't going up. The diagnosis are going up because they're not real diagnosis.
yeah. And then they
And
want to push other
RFK,
drugs
I don't
on
know if
you.
he knows that.
Hi, Bonnie.
I don't know if he knows that, but they hand out autism diagnosis like candy. Just because
Oh,
they
yeah.
said your kid has autism doesn't mean he does.
They want to get you on the
When my
drugs
son
and stuff
was
too. They want to
when
put
my son
my
was
son
2,
on
we were in a mommy and
for a
me
long
class at
time.
CSUN.
Did they push the
On what?
Ritalin? Did they push the Ritalin? They tried to push that on my son Stan.
We told them we weren't going to medicate him. I prefer supplementation over medication.
Oh yeah,
We
you're
found
a lot
supplements
safer.
that worked. There's even a supplement combination that works for Wegovy without the side effects of Wegovy.
Oh, I don't even know what that is. Is
Wegovy
that?
and Ozempic is what they give you when you get the shot once a week to lose weight.
Oh, okay.
And they're finding out the majority of the people on Ozempic and Wegovy, they're losing fat mass, not fat. I mean, they're losing muscle mass, not fat.
Yeah.
There's like a percentage when you lose weight healthily in a healthy
Hmm.
way, you lose a certain percentage of fat and then a certain percentage of muscle mass. And the muscle mass or the fat that you lose is supposed to be more. You're supposed to gain muscle while you're losing fat. And with Ozempic and Wegovy, they're losing weight, but they're getting fatter. That's what I heard. I heard that just this morning. They're losing weight, but they're getting fatter because they're losing muscle mass instead of fat.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense because it's not letting you absorb some of the good proteins. It's
Yeah, and it's also the way some of the chemicals are reacting to the body. So there's a guy on YouTube called Motivational Doc,
mm-hmm.
um, and he has this recipe. It's really good. I do it every night before I go to bed. I just started it,
Mm-hmm.
and it has the same because I started taking the GLP-1 over the counter things that you get from Amazon, the
Mm-hmm.
GLP-1 pills that are supposed to be the same effect as Ozempic and Wegovy, but you got to be careful how you take them, or you will stop pooping.
Oh, it binds you up.
So I didn't, yeah, I didn't like those at all. So I quit taking those. And this thing that the motivational doc says is get 12 ounces of water and 1 teaspoon of chia seeds and a half a teaspoon to 1 teaspoon of, I'm not going to say it right, Ceylon cinnamon,
Oh, okay. It's a type of cinnamon.
Ceylon cinnamon.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that kind.
Oh, okay.
Um, so you mix the half a teaspoon to 1 teaspoon of cinnamon with 1 teaspoon of chia seeds and in 12 ounces of water, and then whatever sweetener of your choice, preferably honey or stevia. I use stevia.
I
And
thought
then you
honey
stir it
was
up,
good
and you,
for you though because it
yeah, honey is good for you. I use that in my coffee,
oh, okay.
milk and honey. Um, but with room temperature water, honey doesn't dissolve as fast.
Oh, really?
So, um,
You need hot water, huh? Okay.
well, yeah, I with my coffee, it dissolves really quickly in the coffee, but it doesn't dissolve as well for me, and I don't think so in cold
I
water
put it in
or
my
room
oatmeal.
temperature. But you have to let it soak for at least an hour before you drink it, and it has the same effect as Wegovy because the chia seeds expand in the water, and then you drink them. You have to keep stirring it within the hour that you're
Hi,
letting it
hiya,
sit. Or you can
Jamie.
let it sit overnight.
I'm just greeting people as they come into the
Oh,
chat room. Sorry. In
no,
any
no
case,
worries.
so you wanted to talk a little about this methane blue. What happened? You ordered some,
I've been
and it
seeing this. I've been seeing this commercials on Facebook for Blue Organics
maybe you should
methylene
first
blue.
tell everyone why it's a good thing. They think it's a good thing.
Well, it has a whole lot of health benefits. It has anti-aging benefits, cognitive function benefits. It can slow Alzheimer's. It can slow cognitive decline. It can improve cognitive function. Um,
From what I was reading, it
and
helps your oxygen levels or something.
yes, um, I have a video that
If you want to play it
I
on
was.
your, I might be able to share it here. Let me see.
Yeah, I don't know how to share the screen here. This is my first time on this
Yeah.
platform.
Oh, okay. You got
Um,
two screens or just one?
just one.
Oh, all right. Well, then you can send me the link and I can play it on this side if you want.
Okay. Uh,
So that stuff is a lot of people are they say is helping with cancer and stuff.
yes, if you go to the Joe Rogan Experience and watch the episode with Mel Gibson, he's talking about he had four friends that had terminal cancer, and they were in really bad shape with their cancer. They were dying, and stage 4, and they don't have cancer anymore because they took methylene blue and some other stuff.
Hmm.
Um, and I just found out recently the reason that JFK was taking it on the plane. When you take methylene blue before a flight or during a flight, it helps with um, the oxygen, so you don't get jet lag. It
Oh,
helps you.
really?
Yeah, it helps. It prevents
I
jet
never
lag
got
if you
jet lag, but
primes your
I
body.
fly to Florida. But I mean, hmm,
Yeah, the video that I watched just a couple of hours ago, I can provide them the link to
if
that. It's
anyone
on my
wants it.
phone though.
Oh, okay.
Huh?
Yeah.
It's on my
Okay.
phone though. We might
Well,
have to do
by the
another
way,
thing
everyone
to share
watching on
those.
Wimkin, she is on Wimkin. Look under Angela. Look under Angela, and you'll find her. Okay, she's kind of new there, so you
Yeah.
can friend her there. Angela on Wimkin. Okay, so and she's got her pictures up. So anyway, so he was taking it, and he's been taking it for a while. And there's other rich people that are taking this, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be something that was just talked about with among the elites until somebody saw JFK doing it on keep saying JFK, RFK Jr. doing it on a plane.
Hmm.
So it I guess it started going viral from there. They're like, "What's he doing?"
Hmm.
So um, anyways, I've been seeing all these commercials and everything about Blue Organics methylene blue, and
Hmm.
I did tons of research before I made the purchase, and I don't know if the truth was hidden until after the purchase, or because the videos that I saw after I made my purchase, I started seeing videos on Facebook where people were saying Blue Organics is a scam and that they're not really sourced in the United States like they said they were, and that it's coming from China. And I'm like, well, I already made this purchase and that it's already been sent out. But I noticed that uh, is there a place here where I can show? I don't know if I can share my screen here or send pictures. I think I sent them to you. I sent the um,
I'm trying to scroll back and message here.
let me see in the messenger. Let me go to Facebook real quick.
Yeah. Um, I
I
can
sent you a
share your
screenshot of
screen,
the.
maybe. I'm looking for it. I don't see it yet. You sent me
I
some.
sent you so much stuff. I know.
Yeah, I know. We chat a bit. It takes me a while to see stuff on Facebook because I'm not on
L-
it much.
Let me
Yeah, you
forward
did
it to
send me
you.
the
I
thing.
could forward it to you because I've got it up on mine. Let me forward it to you again so it'll be fresh for you.
Okay.
Okay, I just sent it to you again on Facebook Messenger.
All right. I'll bring it up and I'll drag it over here. Okay, you got a bunch of links here. Let me see if. All right, just bring the whole
There's
page up. Then
3
I'll show.
pictures I sent you right now.
Yeah, this is your tracking of what they were doing, right?
Yes. Yeah,
All right.
let me go
Whoops,
to
I hit the wrong button
Hang on, let me see real
That's
quick.
just me knocking my video out.
There
Share
it
entire
is.
screen. I got it. There we go. There we go.
Um, I saw the shipping the tracking number that they gave me on the Blue Organics website after I purchased the order. The tracking number was a weird tracking number. I'm like, what company is this? So I googled it and it said Yanwen, Yanwen,
Hmm. Explain
and
the thing that happened then.
the Google search results said Yanwen, Yanwen. Yanwen is headquartered in Beijing and has a large network of over 50 processing facilities across China. Its network covers major regions, including cities like Shenzhen, Shanghai, Gansu. Anyways, one of the cities that's also has a facility is Wuhan. They have a facility in Wuhan, and
Oh, that
it's
sounds really safe to me.
yeah. Like I'm gonna open this, knowing that it could have come from Wuhan because the original. This is the domestic shipping label, but the original shipping label's underneath.
Hmm.
So I had to get another app to see okay what's going on with this tracking number because I want to see from the source, not from them because they're apparently not giving me the entire tracking information because it was a very vague. Um, it was. I wish I could share my screen. Hang on.
Oh,
Um,
well, I'm showing some of the
it
stuff up here.
the Blue Organics tracking information is very vague. It just says in transit to next facility, processing information. And I ordered it on November 1st. They processed it on the 2nd, and that's when Yawin came in. Was after that they left a whole bunch of days out. I'm like, what's going on with the shipping? So on November 7th, it said Montebello, California, which I'm in Long Beach. It said Montebello, California shipping order created. I'm like, that doesn't say the product is here. It says the shipping order is created here. And then
Yeah.
it said port of departure arrived at domestic terminal station, and there's like multiple ports of departure, and I'm like, okay, there's no ports of departure domestically. It's like, this FedEx facility or that UPS facility. That's what it usually says in domestic shipping. So um
Well, it
so
definitely
anyways,
wasn't from around here. Now
yeah,
you're finding out that a lot of the ones come from China are just blue dye.
I had to find, yeah, a lot of them coming from China are just blue dye. I had to use this app called Aftership in order to see the actual shipping information from because they have over 150 different shipping companies that they do tracking for. So I put the tracking number into that app and it gave me everything. It said Yanwen pickup scan November 7th, processing information input. Then it was Yanwen facility November 8th, outbound. I'm like, which one? Because it doesn't say which one.
Hmm.
Then it said port of departure, international shipment release, export. I'm like, well,
International is a clue right there.
yeah. And then arrived at domestic terminal station, port of departure, picked up by local carrier.
Well, it looks like they're removing it fairly quick, but
Yeah, I mean, I got it when I was supposed to get it. That's not the issue, but they said that they were sourced here in the United States at one of the only two facilities that's allowed to make USB, USP grade, pharmaceutical grade methylene blue.
hmm, what is
So,
in the methylene blue? Is it something that can be made here in America?
but it is made here in America. There are facilities that make it, but they don't release how many facilities there are and what the names of them are. I
And
googled
are
that
they
too.
getting their ingredients from China that makes methylene blue?
Well, they claim to be located in Austin, Texas, and they claim to be sourced at one of those two facilities. And there's not just two facilities.
Hmm.
I mean, according to Google, there's not just two facilities. There's multiple facilities, but they won't tell you how many
Has
or where they
anyone
are.
listening heard of this stuff and know anything about this issue? There's some delay on it. I don't see Greg in here. He normally is all up on this stuff. Um, so where are you at on this right
I'm myself. I'm afraid to open the box. I was just wanting to find out from other people if they have bought anything from this company, if they're using Blue Organics, and if they've had any problems with it.
Hmm. I have a video
Uh,
on you sent me how to test it. I believe it is. Let me see.
How to spot fake
which one?
methylene blue.
Yeah,
That one.
that one. Yeah,
That one.
and now you put this into saline to see what's going on, or what?
No, that's just what this. There's lots of different ways to administer it. There's the drops, which is
Hmm.
what a lot of people are buying from everywhere, and it's not always what you're actually getting.
Hmm.
If you're feeling better from it, it could be a placebo effect. Um, or you can get the injection like this, or you can have. There's another company that has makes these little cubes of it, and I'm looking at that one really seriously because he's got a lot of videos about it. And you put it. You can either it's a lozenge. You can put it in your mouth like a cough drop, or you can put it up in your gum. It
Hmm.
turns your mouth blue like methylene blue is supposed to. It turns your pee blue. It turns your mouth blue, your tongue blue.
Uh-huh.
And if you want to minimize that, he said put it in the very back of your gums up here and don't move it and don't talk when you're until it's gone.
Now, have
So
you been using this stuff or no?
methylene blue, no, because I just got this box here and I'm afraid to open it because I don't know
Yeah.
if it came from Wuhan or where it came from. I'm going to report them to the authorities. Chat GPT and Google have given me a bunch of people to report it to. So
Tammy
I'm
hasn't
going to
heard of it.
report them and I'm going
All
to
right,
let
we're
my
all
bank
learning
know.
together, Tammy. So, all right, we're
I'm going
gonna
to let
play
my
this.
bank know.
I'm gonna play this, and then you can talk during it if you wish.
How to spot fake methylene blue instantly. Let me make this real simple. Nearly every bottle of methylene blue you see online, even the ones wrapped in American flags and slick branding, is bought for $3 from some chemical plant in China. Then they slap Made in USA on it and sell it to you for $40. The same industrial grade stuff they use in fish tanks in Beijing. Don't believe it? Try this. Call any methylene blue company and ask one question. Where does your raw methylene blue come from? They'll dodge, say something vague like manufactured to US standards. Push a little, they'll panic, change the subject, maybe hang up. We called 12 of them. Every single one danced around it. Here's the part they really don't want you to know.
Now, have you tried calling them?
No, I haven't. I haven't done it. I just got the package yesterday, so I haven't done anything yet towards that. I was just trying to talk to trying to find people and talk to people that might have already been using it and see if anybody else is having success with it or anything. So
A lot of people in chat are saying they haven't heard of it. So we're gonna learn together. Colin, have you heard of that over in England? Hi, Colin. That's someone from England. You know. All right, I'll play a little more.
There are only 2 facilities in all of North America that actually manufacture pharmaceutical grade USP certified methylene blue. Just 2. No one talks about them, no one names them. If the public found out how much of this market is built on cheap Chinese dye with a fake American label, it would collapse overnight. That's why we started Blue Organics, because methylene blue isn't just some add-on in a supplement line, it's our entire brand. We don't sell generic capsules or white labeled garbage. We make one thing and we make it right. We source exclusively from one of those 2 real US facilities. How can you tell the difference? Real MB turns your peony on blue for 12 to 16 hours. The fake stuff, nothing, not a tint. Your body knows. That's why RFK Jr.'s team uses it, why Rogan's crew has driven to our lab. They're not putting Chinese dye in their bodies. Neither should you. 1 drop per kilogram of body weight. You'll feel it. Clarity, energy, mitochondrial function you can actually notice. We only make 5,000 bottles a month because you can't mass produce integrity. Buy one, get one free. Live now. 30-day guarantee, no questions.
Well, this is actually an ad, but you researched.
that's the ad for the company that I got it from, and they said one of those 2 facilities, and they're right. They won't name them. You can't get the names of the facilities. Google won't name them. They said you have to go through the FDA to get. There's like a process of actually getting your stuff from there.
Oh, okay. Now,
Not anybody can get the name of those places and contact them.
now, are they doing that crap where they kind of have a similar name, like one letter off or something like that type crap? Are they doing that?
No, they're claiming to be methylene blue, and they're
Hi,
claiming to
Alan.
be from one of those 2 facilities, but the tracking information said it came from China.
This is a reminder.
I wouldn't trust it then, I guess. Boy, I hope someone in chat no one seems to have heard of it. This stuff. It's kind of new though, right? I'm just reading comments. Sorry. So I don't know.
I've seen it
Boy,
advertised all over Facebook, but I think
I
Facebook
did
might
see
do
an
targeted
advertisement.
marketing.
A different company on something. I was watching some video before it started. Like on
There's
YouTube or something
there's
like
two
that.
more companies that are advertising it, and they both look really good too.
Yeah. Now, when you try to contact them, do they talk to you or no?
I haven't tried to contact them yet. I was waiting for the package to come in and to see if I could find someone else that may have heard of the product or may have been using it. I
Yeah, you don't
don't
want to harm
I don't know
yourself
that I
either.
have a phone number for them. I'm looking on their
Yeah.
website right now.
Well, what it's supposed to do is help your oxygen level, right?
There's it's supposed to help a lot of different things. There was even one video this morning that was saying that it's true methylene blue is showing um, promising results for treating traumatic brain injury, possibly healing brain injuries. And they said
Oh,
healing.
like strokes and stuff. I had one.
Yeah,
I would help
yeah.
my memory a little
When
bit. I work
when
short.
you I saw a TED talk where they said the guy was saying that when you lose your memories, you don't really lose your memories, you lose access to them. And you need to
True.
find something that can help you regain access. That's what we did with our son when he lost a lot of his a lot of his functions with his shots. We had to find ways to reconnect those pathways for him. And that's
Hmm.
what with this blue organics, we didn't just buy this box. Isn't just methylene
For you.
blue. We bought detox products from them. We bought some. Um, hang on, I have the thing here.
Hmm.
Um, we bought detox pads from them. I bought L-methylfolate for my son that I was going to give him for the
Hmm.
MTHFR thing.
Both
It's
also from the same company.
the same company. We bought multiple products from them. They had buy 2 bottles, get 2 free.
Hmm.
So we spent, it was only $265, but
It's more than I had.
um, yeah, we're afraid to use it. Well, I'm afraid to use it. My husband probably isn't afraid to use it. I'm afraid to use it, especially the stuff that we bought for our son because he's already had enough injuries. I don't want to buy him something that's going to re-injure him.
Hmm.
So I'm having a
Boy,
hard time trusting the company since they already lied about the methylene blue coming from China.
yeah. But you think with the tariff thing, they wouldn't be, like you said, on the shipping, they wouldn't be shipping it out to China and then back
Yeah,
because
they
there's
can't
tariff
make it here
both ways.
and then ship it to China for storage.
Yeah, and then send it back. Well, either way they're
Right.
shipping it, there would be a tariff on it of some
And
sort.
if they sourced it here but had it made in China, what I don't know. You hear about that a lot on Shark Tank when they say, to outsource it to China. Outsource this to China, outsource that to China. A lot of stuff it's outsourced to China, and you hear about that all the time on Shark Tanks when companies want to say made in the USA and have their employees here and create jobs here. They always say outsource it to China. So
I hear from a lot of people that the China vitamins are crap. Really, you know, you never really find out what's really in them. I mean, they can label it and say this and that and all that stuff.
we
Why are
get
you buying if you are afraid of using it? Well, she thought it was real good, and then once it came, she
well,
found out that it was shipped from China. Tammy.
I trusted that they were sourced here in the United States, like they said, and I didn't know it came from China until after I had already made the purchase.
Yeah, that
So I can dispute it with
the
my bank.
the ad says that it's comes from America.
Yeah, they're supposed to be based in Austin, Texas.
All right, he says he just Googled it, and it says the manufacturer is USA and Germany. Known company names. Okay, thanks, John. Um, Tammy,
Thanks.
she thought it was
The
American.
website
Really.
is blueorganics.co.
Did you catch that, John? There's a delay, so it'll be a few minutes before that'll be up there. Yeah, she was trying to get the good stuff. Does anyone else know of the real good stuff? The stuff that what you
It,
call it is.
the
Yeah, everything
complaints,
China's crap. You're right,
what
Colin.
got me was when I was researching this company, researching the product and everything, the complaints didn't show up until after I made the purchase. It's like, where was this information last week?
Oh, it's
And the
just starting to be
information
posted now.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
they
no,
keep
it
changing
was posted
names
weeks
on this
ago,
thing.
but it didn't show up for me until after I made the purchase. I'm like, this is the craziest thing. Why wouldn't it show up when I was looking for it before the purchase?
Well, I think you're going to need to test it like they do on the video, how to test it. So
Yeah.
maybe they're lying in that video because that video was kind of from that company too, wasn't it? Wasn't an ad from that company?
That was one of their advertisements on Facebook.
Yeah, so that video might be a lie too, in terms of testing.
Yeah, they're lying in their video. They're saying that they sourced it here, and it's a lie.
Yeah, and
So
I know
I don't have a problem
that's
getting my money back. It's just I would like to test the product and see if it's. I like take it to a lab or something, but that costs money.
me too, Tammy. A lot
I'm
of
just
things
afraid.
are now
I'm
getting
afraid to
labeled
use it. I
here
don't want to.
in China. What that
I don't
what
want to open
that
this and
was
get COVID 3.0.
now you did get the China virus and you did take the jab, right?
No, I
So
did not.
you did not take the jab.
I did not.
Oh, good. But you did. But they did put you on remdesivir, which turns out to be not that good. So
Yeah, when I was hospitalized with COVID and pneumonia, it wasn't COVID pneumonia; it was a separate pneumonia I stupidly gave myself. Um, drinking ice water to lower my temperature.
oh, that would make it worse,
Drinking,
I think.
yes, I got up to 104 before I called the ambulance.
Yeah, that actually makes it
So
worse.
I
Yeah.
had pneumonia. My oxygen assistance was up to a 9. They had to give me morphine because it hurt to breathe.
Oh wow.
They gave me remdesivir and COVID, not COVID,
Yeah,
convalescent
they were
plasma at
pushing
the
that
same time.
remdesivir, and it turns out that it kills 50% of the people. What it does is put fluid in your lungs, and you'd suffocate.
I'm glad you told me that because I've had fluid in my lungs ever since, and I can't get it out.
You
Nothing.
probably are still producing spike protein because you had that
I've had
virus.
chest X-rays in the past few months, and they don't show anything.
Well,
It's like
it's
how.
very minute places, though. I don't know. They'd have to scope in on it, or maybe take a little test out of your lungs somehow. And then they would find that stuff. Now, you still have breathing problems, especially at night.
Yeah, we have to sleep. I have to sleep on a wedge pillow at an angle
Oh yeah, then you
every
have
night.
indigestion problems. Then probably.
Well, if you stay upright for an hour or two after you eat,
You're better off.
then it's less. Yeah.
Yeah, because it gets to your esophagus and stuff like that. I know that from having the tube down my throat when they were reviving me for a day and a half or whatever. A day
Wow.
and a half, I was in my stroke thing where I was out.
Yeah,
So
you had a scary time there.
yeah, I was dead. They had to revive me several times. So I'm back. I still word search a little bit. I know when I have guests on or people on, I'm trying to talk about something. Especially, I have trouble. I can read, but if I tried to read out loud, I have a lot of trouble reading something out loud. I don't know why. Get your money back. Can you get your money back? Is it Tammy?
Yeah, I can let the bank know that they defrauded me and get my money back. I'll
I
try to
would do
call the
that.
company first and try to get a refund from them first. And if they don't cooperate, I can call the bank. That's not a problem, and let them know that they're I'll have to send the videos and everything to the bank where the proof that they're saying it came from here and it actually came from China. And
Yeah,
they were even deceitful on the website when you track the order on their website. It's even deceitful there. They don't say where it really comes from. They just
yeah.
have a weird tracking number, and you have
Well,
to use
there's a
the.
lot of people swearing that the actual stuff, the real stuff, works. It's just that you can't trust that this is real, coming from there,
Yeah,
and
it's
what
like
quality it is.
how do you find the real stuff? Because there's 2 other companies on Facebook that look really good, and one of them has a guy on there saying, "I own one of the 2 companies, one of the only companies that's allowed to make methylene blue," and I'm like, "Well, he's on there with his face and everything, so he doesn't look like CGI."
Yeah. Well, I've since I've looked into it, I didn't even know what it was until you brought it up with me. And there's a lot of people that saying it does help with cancer and stuff like that. It does help with oxygen if you use the real stuff, like
Yeah, find
what
that
JFK's got and all
find
that.
the Joe Rogan
Oh,
video with Mel Gibson. They talk about it quite a bit there.
yeah, they're not in part of selling that stuff, are they? Either
No,
one of them. Oh, okay.
no,
All right.
they don't endorse any brand or anything. They just um, they talk about it a little bit, but try not to. But talking about it.
Yeah. We're Chad. We're gonna do some other topics, but I'm gonna play one more video on this. This is about other people are dying from this.
People are dyeing their brains blue with a clothing dye.
I'll tell you a good story.
Okay.
I have 3 friends. All 3 of them had stage 4 cancer. All 3 of them don't have cancer right now at all. And they had some serious stuff going on.
And what did they take?
Jesus. They took some
Tammy, I had a major stroke because of Antifa, and I was dead. They brought me back to life and took a blood clot on my brain. It was caused by Antifa beating my chest in down in D.C. Anyways, someone that didn't know.
What you've heard they've taken. Methylene blue and stuff like that.
Yeah, methylene blue, which was a fabric dye.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a textile dye. And now they find it has profound effects on your mitochondria.
Yep.
Yeah.
This stuff works, man.
I'm joining in. The popularity of methylene blue skyrocketed after RFK Jr. splashed blue dye into his water. I've been peeing blue for a couple of weeks because of what methylene blue does to your cells. I'm always skeptical of antioxidants. Really, folks, it's mostly marketing. But this one stole my attention because those dyed cells in your brain and heart meant that methylene blue was actually getting to those hard to reach cells. Add small amounts of methylene blue to a petri dish of cells and watch the ATP production increase by up to 20%. And we
Can you pause it for a second?
in hospitalized patients to move energy along those internal membranes in your mitochondria. So why do you care? Poorly functioning mitochondria litter the cells of my patients with
Jerry, can you pause it for a second?
and other chronic diseases. A small study of humans sharpened their working memory and steadied their mood.
What's that, Angela?
When they were talking about the brain being dyed blue, that is at extremely high doses only. It doesn't dye your organs, because when you see the videos about people that are being negative about methylene blue and because it colors your dyes your organs and stuff, it actually does, but that's at very high doses. And methylene blue is used in some of the medical procedures, like if they need to do like an X-ray or something, and they'll give you something to drink that'll turn your urine blue for a little while, and that's methylene blue. They use it in like for X-rays and for certain type of X-rays.
Why does it need to be blue? Why can't they just use the same stuff that make it
I
clear?
think the way it shows up in the X-rays, I don't know.
No, I meant in terms of taking it now to help you.
There was something else that she said just now. I've totally forgot what I was going to say.
Okay, I can rewind it a little bit.
If you don't mind, yeah, a little bit.
Mitochondria litter
Right
the
before
cells
her.
of my patients with
right there.
No, a lot more. Right when she first starts talking.
diabetes, heart disease. Add small amounts of methylene blue to a petri dish of cells and watch the
sorry, more than that.
increase.
Further back.
Yeah, further back.
All right. What
okay, right here.
Right there?